YouTube, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie. This is Luna Phoenix Tarot. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for checking out my channel, because I can't say channel enough. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me. You guys are amazing. I'm so thankful for the positive responses I get. It's tricky water that we navigate sometimes, so I'm so thankful that my responses are oftentimes positive. I do appreciate that. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Today I'm going to be doing a pick a card style reading. If you're new to this, you'll want to use your intuition to choose the card that you feel drawn to. You may resonate with more than one card, and that's okay. This is a general message. It may not resonate with everybody, but the reading that I'm going to be doing is essentially what you need to heal from. What blocks are you facing? What kind of like childhood or ancestral type traumas are present in your life that you may need to heal from? So I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is card 1, 2, and 3. You can pause here to choose. It's also in the thumbnail for the video. I'm going to go ahead and get started with group 1. And I think I'm going to adjust my mic here so that I don't keep hitting it. I'm still working out different techniques with how to do my videos, so hopefully you guys hear me okay. Alright, so group 1. And this is a Jasper. We have entrapment. What I'm going to do for this, this is pretty self-explanatory. It's like a trapped feeling, like you can't get out of a situation that you're in. Maybe you've been going through this cycle repeatedly and you feel like you can't find your way out. But I am going to read from the book just to give a more specific message. But that's what I'm getting from this initially. Alright, so entrapment. Wow. First one I open up to. You have drawn this card because it's time for a shift in personal power. You are encouraged to take responsibility for your life and choose new ways of thinking that create change. The reality is that for you to make the changes you want, need, and desire, you need a system, daily discipline, and motivation. As long as you blame outside influences for any circumstances in your life, you are powerless. It's the government, your abusive background, the interest rates, the bank's fault. The system that many ultra-successful people use is they read books every day, listen to audios, go to as many seminars as they can, practice recognizing others' achievements, and form relationships with like-minded people. The action that we have here is to ask yourself, are the people in my life building me up and inspiring me? If not, it's time to take charge and start making change in your environment. Your first step could be cutting out all negative media from your daily life. Another important action could involve changing your diet, cutting out sugar, food with MSG and GMO, and replacing them with fresh organic vegetables. Take a moment and say the following statement to yourself out loud. To yourself or out loud. I am in control of my life. Nothing can affect me unless I choose to let it. My thoughts create my reality. Keep repeating the statement until you feel stronger. Eventually, you'll believe it. It will help you make new choices, and remember, your words and self-talk are very powerful in altering your physiology. So this is kind of what I'm getting from this is like an 8 of Swords energy in tarot. It's like a mental trap. You're not trapped, but mentally you feel like you cannot get out of the situation you're in. Whatever situation that is, it could be, just a victim mentality is kind of what I'm getting from this. Like, things have been done to you, and because of all these things that have been done to you, you can't make a certain decision or you can't make a certain step forward, when in reality you can, because it's your own mind keeping you from moving forward, if that makes sense. But I am going to pull some tarot here just to get an alternate message, see what else we can get from this. What message do we have for group 1 in regards to feeling entrapment? 5 of Cups. It's mourning the loss of something. Could be the loss of a relationship. The loss of a parent, I'm hearing for some of you. Some of you have lost a parent and it's affected you. Wow. 8 of Swords just came out. That's this energy, this mental. In traditional tarot, let me actually pull it out. I'm sure most of you have seen what it looks like, but just for the sake of it. Oh, let me see. 8 of Swords. Lord, hopefully this doesn't take me too long. Traditionally, it's a woman standing there, and there are 8 swords behind her. She's blindfolded, and she's tied up, but she's not tied to anything. It's at the front, of course, because I skipped over the front. It's like an anxiety. It's like a... here it is. She's not tied to anything except for herself. This card really doesn't depict it, but it's the same message. You know, there are all these swords in front of her, but she can get out. It's like in the cartoons, you know, when they're in a cage and the bars are so far apart, but they're trapped, right? You got these, or like a jail cell in a cartoon, you know, the bars are this far apart and the person is right here and they can't get out. It's a mental delusion that you are trapped and you're not. And it's because you're mourning the loss of something. Typically, the 5 of Cups is mourning the loss of a relationship, partnership, something like that. What other message do we have for group 1 in regards to entrapment? Six of Swords. And the 8 of Cups is at the bottom. So some of you had to leave a situation, or you need, actually, okay, this is going to be for 2 different groups. Some of you need to leave this situation that you feel trapped in. That's an obvious message, but it's here twice. The 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups are both cards of leaving a situation. Excuse me. The other group, some of you had to leave a situation that you're mourning the loss of. We got the King of Swords. Some of you had to leave because you felt like somebody just wasn't emotional. Somebody wasn't seeing you for who you are, and I'm getting this very cold, and if you look at this card, it's a very cold energy, very stoic, very just statuesque, if that's the right word I'm looking for here. This was somebody that you deeply cared about, but they weren't reciprocating that emotion back to you. Ace of Swords is a new beginning after cutting something off. So some of you have had a new beginning after cutting out this relationship, but you're still mourning the loss of it. And it's a mental trap. So I'm going to pull some guidance here. Let's see what deck. I'm going to pull from Moonology. Because we need to see how to move past this, right? That's the purpose for this reading. Is how do we get out of this 8 of Swords energy? What guidance do we have for group 1? A time to give rather than take. To me, this is telling me there's some kind of compromise that needs to happen in order to get past this. You could have been the one that was cold in this King of Swords energy and not very emotional, and now you wish you would have been emotional I'm getting that for some of you. And now it's time to open up and let some emotion in and let some out. And that's what's going to be helpful for getting out of this self pity almost. It's almost like somebody who doesn't see what they've done in a situation. Like you're not seeing what you've contributed to a certain situation, and it's just me. I've been affected, I've been hurt, but not necessarily realizing that you may have hurt somebody else in this process. And that's for some of you. That's not for everybody. Some of you, it could be, you know, vice versa. Take it how it resonates. What advice do we have for group 1? I'm sorry, guys. I have slight hiccups, so if it's loud, I apologize. What guidance do we have for group 1 in regard to entrapment? Okay, I'll pull from another deck. What advice and guidance do we have for group 1 in regard to entrapment? How do they move past this? This mental... Whoa, okay. We got 2 come out. We have ride the wave and we have follow the leader. So what ride the wave tells me is don't think so much. Don't be in your head so much. Just kind of let things flow and just ride the wave. When bad things come in, deal with it. I usually shut down for a couple of days, let myself feel everything, and then I communicate it as needed. This full moon energy is huge for that. We still have another day or so left in this full moon energy. It's a good time to write a letter, burn it, let it go out to the universe. Follow the leader. This is telling me follow your synchronicities, follow your signs. Any messages that you're getting from spirit, follow that. But I am going to read the book on this because I do want some clear answers. Follow the leader. You're being called to lead others by example. The experiences of battles won and lost, places discovered, tears shed, and joy revealed have placed you in a this Mercury retrograde is like tearing up my speaking. Yeah, I'm blaming Mercury. Has placed you in a unique position of service to others. Interesting. So, by coming out of this 8 of Swords energy, it's going to be an inspiration to other people who have been in the same type of situation or scenario that you were in, the same type of energy that you've been in, and it's going to be people close to you. It's not discounting what you've been through, but it's not healthy to stay in an energy of victim mentality, and I, for one, am very guilty of only looking at what people have done to me and not what I've done to others. The more you stay in that energy, the more you keep people away from you, for one thing. But for two, you're not healing from it. And you're just going to stay in a bitter mindset where you're not allowing blessings to come in. Because in your subconscious, you start feeling like you don't deserve certain things. And yeah, and ride the wave means what it, what it looks like it means. It's just riding the wave, going with the flow, wherever life takes you, just go with it and don't think so much about things. My cards are all mixed up. Oh well. Do we have any other messages for group 1? Do we have any other messages for group 1? These cards are huge. Do we have any other messages for group 1? Soul time. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. What this tells me is, wow, I just noticed this. We have 40 here twice. So 40 could be significant to you guys, or 4 could be significant to you guys. This also breaks down to 8. So what I'm getting with this, and this is a beautiful picture. We're multi-dimensional beings, and some believe that, some don't. Take whatever resonates. Again, I believe in it. We are currently living multiple timelines here in different dimensions. So the things that you're thinking about right now are manifesting in other dimensions. So you're going to start to see these things come reality in your life. The more that you're staying in this energy of all the things that have been done wrong to you, you're going to keep attracting that type of thing from into your life. So if you can transmute that energy into a positive energy by showing your struggle to others and showing how you've overcome your struggle to others, and it turns that negative into a positive, and you're able to move forward from that. It's no different than what most tarot readers do. Vulnerability is what I'm hearing for some of you. You need to be vulnerable, admit your wrongdoings, look at the things that have been done wrong to you, take them, heal from them, and share your testimony. If you're not comfortable with speaking to others about it, write it out. Look at it later. Share with people that are close to you who may be going through the same type of thing, and you'll see that you also heal from it. A lot of you already do this without being spiritual. You don't have to be spiritual in order to share your story and heal from your past. But I'm feeling like this is necessary. Some of you are to be leaders by example, just like this card said, and it's by healing from your own wounds and using your wounds as your testimony. So I'm going to leave that with you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to group 2. I hope that resonates for some of you. That one kind of resonated with me, only because I've been in heavy victim mode before. So, and it's not judgment, but it's just one of those things. All right, group 2. Discover your life purpose. I just did a video on that, so you might want to go check it out. Discover your life purpose. Let's read on this. As a soul who is having a physical experience, you are here to grow and learn. You are being asked to immerse yourself in this life by expanding, stretching, and understanding your reasons for being here. Nothing is impossible for a soul who is following her or his destiny. Your guides, angels, and higher self are constantly communicating with you through signs, feelings, people, books, etc. Follow your hunches. You are being given important guidance, which may show up via a strong feeling to travel somewhere, to speak to someone, attend a seminar, write, paint, etc. No matter how far-fetched your inner guidance is, you need to listen. Your soul's purpose includes a combination of experiences that your mind doesn't understand, but that your soul needs to process in order to learn and grow. Some experiences will be enjoyable and heightened, others will be challenging and cause you to struggle. But through them you will know yourself. Give yourself permission to focus on what really makes your heart sing, and put your intensity of emotion into attracting what you desire. So you can always call upon your angels, God, Spirit, whoever you pray to, and ask them to give you signs of what you should be doing in this life. I'm going to plug here. You can also go check out my other pick a card video, you know. Let's see what we can get here. For group 2, because this is a reading about what you need to heal from, I think what I'm getting from this is discovering your life's purpose is going to help you heal. Some of you have felt lost, like you just don't know why you're here. You've tried so many different things and you just can't figure out what your purpose is, and it almost makes you feel like you shouldn't be here. What message do we have for group 2 about their life's purpose? What message do we have for group 2 about their life's purpose? The moon. So sorry, guys. My notifications. I thought I had them off. We have the moon. Okay. Some of you need to follow moon cycles. We are currently in full moon and partial lunar eclipse energy. Page of Swords. That's a card of movement and like communication. So, and we also have the Queen of Wands, who is somebody, I relate this card to somebody who is very fiery, for one thing. It's the Queen of Spears in this deck. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's fiery, somebody who can be in their power and make harsher decisions than somebody who is like a Queen of Cups energy, somebody who's super emotional. The Queen of Wands is emotional, but the Queen of Wands will make cut-through decisions when she needs to. The Page of Swords is somebody who may be a little immature in communication, and this can kind of tie into the Queen of Wands energy. You may be making rash decisions and not really thinking them through. And with the moon being here, I feel like it's because there have been deceptions and illusions in your life, and it may be hard to see the truth sometimes. And that's in dealing with certain people and situations. Yeah, this is an energy of not really knowing who you are and what you need to do. Six of Coins. Six of Coins is somebody who may give more to one situation than another. It's like an imbalance of energy. Why is the moon here? The Lovers just came out. For the moon, there's been some illusion behind a soul connection. This could be a twin flame connection, a soulmate connection. And it ties right into a life's purpose. So, some of you need to heal in order to live out your life's purpose. And if you're familiar with the twin flame connection, that is the purpose. To heal from the relationship, heal your abandonment issues, your trust issues, lack mindset, things like that, in order to ascend and in order to raise your vibration. And you do that specifically in a twin flame connection. King of Cups. We have the King of Cups over the Queen of Wands. These aren't divine counterparts. They're two different suits. But with the Lovers being here, I feel like you guys are, you and this person have been working through illusions and working through balancing and communication. It's been immature, but you're both maturing slowly. You're learning to have balance within your connection, and it's going to draw you closer to your life's purpose, which is to raise your vibration and help others around you raise their vibration. Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords here? The Empress. This is more intuitive energy. And then we have the Eight of Swords at the bottom. Because Arya's eyes are gone in this photo, this tells me, again, there's been illusion and it's been difficult to make a decision. The Empress is someone who uses her intuition and someone who is in her power. Someone who is all-encompassing is what I'm getting. Somebody who, again, can make decisions that others may not be able to make. I feel like a lot of you already know what your purpose is. It's just a matter of working through the illusions. I'm going to pull some guidance here. What guidance do we have for group 2? What guidance do we have for group 2? Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. What guidance do we have for group 2 in regard to their life's purpose? And this deck doesn't want to give messages today. What guidance do we have for group 2 in regard to their life's purpose? What guidance do we have for group 2 in regard to their life's purpose? What do they need to heal from? And love. You need to heal from love. Heavy twin flame energy. Can we get another message for group 2? How teachable are you? Are you listening to the universe? Are you listening to the signs? Are you in this Empress energy, or are you going to stay in illusions? I'm actually going to pull from my Twin Flame Shadows deck for this one, since it's giving me heavy Twin Flame energy. I think we'll get a more clear message here. Spirit, what message do we have for group 2? What do they need to heal in order to move past this block and move on their higher purpose, their life's journey? Excuses. What message do we have for group 2? Nah, that's way too many, Spirit. Group 2, what message do we have? Cards flying out everywhere on this one. Alright. I didn't even notice this one was out, but judgmental. So we have excuses and judgmental. So this is kind of sounding like group 1. By seeing the illusions, you're kind of looking at people, and I'm not getting high horse, but I kind of am. It's like a high horse energy, like a holier than thou type energy. Self-indulgent. Yeah. The excuses are something like, well, I don't need to do this because you did this. Or it's tit for tat. You did this to me, so I'm going to do this to you. Or I don't need to work on this, you need to work on that. It's judgmental. It's making excuses to keep yourself from healing. And it's very self-indulgent, almost selfish. It's okay to be in this Queen of Wands energy and be cutthroat and be fiery. But at the same time, these decisions need to be made from a loving place, from a heart space, and not from ego. So I think the message here is to come out of ego and do some heart chakra work is what I'm hearing. Some meditation, some grounding. Put yourself in other people's shoes and see why they may act a certain way or why they may be reacting a certain way to a certain situation, and remove yourself from that. And you'll be able to move forward. And I specifically feel like it's related to your counterpart, to your twin flame, whether this is a feminine or a masculine watching this. It's time to put the ego down and look at your divine counterpart at a deeper level and from a more heart space level. And if you're not familiar with the twin flame connection, you can check out any of my other videos. There are plenty of other good readers on YouTube who talk about twin flame connections. If you pick this card, it's likely you know what it is, though. And if this is resonating with you, you got to come out of ego and appreciate your person for who they are as a soul, as a higher being, and get past the illusions that you're seeing in the 3D. So I'm going to leave that with you guys. And I'm going to move on to group 3. I hope that resonated with some of you. Kind of resonated with me. So far I have resonated with both messages for group 1 and 2. All right, group 3. We have faith. And what's standing out to me automatically is 22. Let's see. Which this can relate to your second house in astrology and whatever you have in your second house. Some of you may be needing to have a little more faith in the universe or God or whatever you believe in. Let's see. To generate more faith, focus on the why. Your dreams, desires, feelings, attitudes, and thinking, and not on the how. Action plans, strategies, and skills. Your whole life, you have been taught to think about the how, which leads to doubt and fear. The wisdom of this card is asking you to only focus on the why. The magic that will happen if you stop focusing on the how and only on the why is that after some time of practice, you will notice that the how will present itself to you. I'm having a hard time grasping this. Hopefully this is making sense. It is through your focused, positive thinking that you will create people, circumstances, and events that will take you closer to your dreams. What you have mostly done is to focus on the how, which has made you doubt yourself. This means that you are vibrating negative thoughts into the universe, keeping your dreams away. Remember, you were created to be a co-creator here on earth, designed for achievement. Faith is knowing that everything is going to work out the best way possible, no matter what things look like. This is asking you to, again, put your faith in the universe and understand that what you're going through is divinely guided. You're going through, I'm going to pull cards, obviously, to see what you're going through. But what I'm taking from that message is that instead of being focused on what's actually happening, focus on why it's happening. And remember that even the storms that we go through are for a reason, and it's to teach us. I know that sounds so cliche, but it's like a tower moment in tarot. Some things have to happen. If we get too comfortable, we're not going to change, right? So sometimes things have to become uncomfortable in order for us to make changes that may be difficult, but are ultimately for our highest good. So let's see. And the universe, God, your angels, they're going to provide, period. Sometimes it's at the last hour, but it's a reason. Okay. What message do we have for group 3 in regards to having faith? 6 of coins. 4 of coins. What message do we have for group 3 in regards to having faith? I know that's not more coins. 7 of coins. You know what this is looking like to me? Learning to balance what to let go of and what to keep working on. That's what I'm getting from this. The 6 of coins. 4 of coins. 7 of coins. It's learning to have discernment on what you should keep putting your effort into and what needs to be let go of. Traditionally, in the original tarot, this is a card that represents somebody who can't move forward because they're holding on to something tightly. 7 of coins is somebody who's put in a lot of work. And it's kind of like appreciating the work that you've put in. Why is the 6 of coins here? Why is the 6 of coins here, Spirit? Lovers. This could be a soul connection with somebody. We have the Queen of Swords. What's the 7 of coins here? Some of you need to have faith in your relationship. We got the World, and we also got the King of Wands, King of Spears. And crazy enough, in the Game of Thrones, these two hate each other. But anyway, this is very similar again to group 2. This is in relation to a divine counterpart, twin flame, soulmate, heavy soul connection with the Lovers. It's somebody that you're going to have the world with, but you're on 2 different pages here. One of you is in the Queen of Swords energy, and one of you is in the King of Spears energy. Energy is interchangeable. It could be a male or a female. And it's like a battle of whether to let it go or keep working at it. We got the World here, though. And if this is a twin flame connection, it's a connection of growing. It's a more of a soul connection instead of a romantic connection. So there are lessons to be learned. We also have the Star here, which is wish fulfillment. We have the 5 of Cups at the bottom. Some of you are mourning this connection. Some of you, I feel like, are in separation. But you have the Star and the World here. So I'm going to pull some guidance. I'm actually going to pull from my Twin Flame Shadows deck. Some of you need to heal. Let me see. There's a lot of doubt surrounding this connection. And again, that goes into having faith that it's going to work out for the best. And I think a lot of you need to focus on yourself more instead of the other person. What does group 3 need to heal in order to move forward? What does group 3 need to heal in order to move forward? Show me what group 3 needs to heal. What shadows do they need to work on? ground myself for a second. Escapist. Escapist is somebody who doesn't address the issues. They run. No one wants to come out. Secretive. Whoever's running is running because they have secrets that are shocking. But you guys have power. There's power in this connection, and there's power in each one of you. Whoever's running is because they have shocking secrets that they don't want to come out. What does group 3 need to heal from? There needs to be some sort of communication. Robotic is here. Robotic is standing out to me as this Queen of Swords energy. It's somebody who's just non-emotional. Just, there's not a lot of emotion in this reading. It's very matter-of-fact, very, yeah, very matter-of-fact. What does group 3 need to heal? I think you guys need to get in touch with your emotions. Alright, we're not getting a message. Disillusioned. Some of you need to realize how powerful you truly are. And understand that the twin flame journey isn't necessarily a romantic journey. It's a journey about growing within yourself, and it's a journey about becoming the best version of you as you can. What guidance do we have for group 3? I'm just throwing cards everywhere. What guidance do we have for group 3? It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. What guidance do we have for group 3? Some of you have become robotic because you're stuck in this energy of, again, not wanting to necessarily work on something, but battling because you do want to work on it. And it's like there's some things that you haven't let go of. A full moon ceremony would be super beneficial for you guys, and right now is the perfect time for it. I feel like whatever these secrets are going to come out. And as I say that, we have the end of a tough cycle approaches. And the full moon that we had yesterday was a full moon in Capricorn. So I'm actually going to read the book on this. These secrets are going to come out. And I feel like they're not as big as they're being not illusion, they're being thought. It's what I'm hearing is that your mind is making these situations bigger than what they really are, and it's causing the other person to run because they don't know how to address it. Sorry, I'm just reading this, trying to get a feel for it. It's saying, admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between your personal and private lives. And it's time to stop fearing the worst. That's exactly what I just said. These situations that are coming off as shocking and secretive, it's almost like it's an illusion in your mind, and they're not as big as they're being made out to be. You have to release that energy. You got 2 full moon cards here, group 3. Full moon ceremony. Write out a letter to the universe on what you want to get rid of within yourself. Let it burn, like Usher. Some of you may need to listen to that song. This relationship has the star in the world here. This is a divine relationship. We have 3 major arcana. You've got to work past some of these illusions, and a lot of communication needs to come out. So pride and ego need to come down. You guys are both powerful beings, and you need to have faith that things are working out the way that they're supposed to between you and your person. Check out your second house. If you know how to read a birth chart, check out your second house on your birth chart, and I promise you, it'll give you some answers as to why things are going on the way that they are. Anyway, I'm going to leave this with you guys, group 3. I hope this resonated with some of you. Feel free to leave a comment below if it didn't resonate. It just may not be your message. And I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.